this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Wolverines will put total lever to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
No way to go with the line down. He goes at the 39.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He uncorks one deep. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed. get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Play, it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge, but it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense here.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. Big off. What a play by this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chops.
Pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurate. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And on money down defensively, we've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2.
Job by this defense.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Back to throw, it's Brooks. Under fire. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll have to check his feelings after that play, but he didn't get the first down. How about that heads-up play? You're coming out of the backfield, and all of a sudden the ball's in your breadbasket.
Yeah, how about that? Just seeing the ball tipped up, deflected in the air. The running back's like, all right, I'll take it. I'll make the catch. That goes down in the stat book as a catch.
We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Burks. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw for it. Using the quick game. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass, it's Burks. Fires to the tight end. Goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Reed.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. You make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the chute. Quick cross to the right. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got him this time. Big noise in the big house with this huge third down play. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Back to throw, it's Burks. Quickly complete. Quick snap and go. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The throw. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Works the middle. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking for the score. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky.
Teamwork, baby, that's right. Teamwork!
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington about to put it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Michigan offense. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Burks. That's not the way to start a drive. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
The Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be. Nowhere to run.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That defensive front just flat with them as they knock him down for a big loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down on this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On fourth down, going to the air. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas stopped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Got the first down and more. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough for this running back to get into space and make the big game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Burks. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Can't meet the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He got it. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play for a snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback will keep it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and will keep the drive going.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurt. You speed up that process just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Akbar. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a
He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Burks. Safe completion on the screen. There we go! Inside, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan! Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little push as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He just set sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
How about the job by this field goal blocking? They didn't take the play off. They get penetration, get their hands in the air. You never know what's going to happen. It takes a good bounce. Next thing you know, you're scooping it up, you're taking it the other way, and putting 2 points on the scoreboard.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick release by the QB. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is
going for the big play. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incomplete.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Huskies racing to the line in a hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Lost the fire on second down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. He might want another play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Burks. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. Defense still has all 3 timeouts. Offense about to take a knee. Maybe everybody's content with where we are heading to the break.
And I think a lot of people are going to look at that drive, and first of all, the drive was awful. They're all going to look at the drive and say it was awful, but how about the giving up on third down? I mean, you got third and long, you try to sneak a run in, and this drive, this possession, it was disastrous for the offense, and now you just hope you have enough space to get a punt off.
The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
A shot toward the end zone. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. He's not afraid to go deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And you just got to know the situation in the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up third down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic because of the
Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially